What we are building at Brainsight essentially is the neuroinformatics platform that allows doctors to answer questions that they couldn't answer before. This kind of startup requires a lot of ecosystem support, and that is where I think the Amplify program really helps us, because I think it's very difficult for a small startup to make such big impact. And when you have people who are supporting you, who are saying that, this seems like a good problem to solve and we want to support these people, it makes a lot of difference.
The objective of which is to help the rural people to come out of the poverty by applying the principles of market and business, and how to come out with a hybrid approach so that a sustainable achievement can be happened. Last 10 years, lot of my energy have gone to understand what exactly is the IT is doing, how it is going to help, and there I have spent a lot of money, and also sometimes I have committed a lot of mistakes. Right now, with support from Microsoft, which is a super specialist in this domain, IT domain, at least I'm very comfortable. Whatever is happening, I'm very comfortable with that.
Our initial driver to start Doctrinal was sometime in 2015 when we thought, when we heard cough sounds of infectious friends, family and relatives, there was something unique about the cough characteristics. So that's when we thought, why not use technology to kind of identify and screen for these diseases. It's a great opportunity for us to have both Microsoft and Accenture as part of Project Amplify. We are looking forward to collaborate with Microsoft Research, because up until now our focus was on clinical validation, but when it comes to the user experience, it's an important aspect. And on top of that, obviously the cloud services that Microsoft has to offer and the various partnerships that we can strike by way of this program. When it comes to Accenture, we recently also had an opportunity to understand that Forrester recently recognized Accenture as #1 player in the AI space in the service, as a service provider that also partners where they co-invest and all of that stuff. So being an AI and ML company, we definitely want to leverage best of the both worlds, which is Microsoft as well as Accenture as a part of Project Amplify.
I think what really defines myself and everyone at Everwell is that our excitement to work on some of the most challenging problems in global health, and to use technology where appropriate to help address those challenges. So I think that's always been the motivation, is to kind of find environments that have these challenging problems, understand them deeply through partnerships with hospitals, with governments, with disease experts, and to bring our technology background to really address those challenges. So
I think we are now partnered with Microsoft in a different dimension. We are able to leverage Microsoft's capacity to support startups and support scale up of smaller interventions. So I think with Project Amplify, I think we benefited immensely from mentorship and from technical expertise of Microsoft, and also infrastructure support by means of Azure Cloud and so on. I think the partnership also helped us try out a new avenue. So we deployed this technology solutions we had built in mental health. So I think the partnerships which Microsoft helped inculcate were instrumental in that.
Fresh on Table is a passion for me. What is most fond about Fresh on Table is the whole concept of sustainability. And here I am trying to push the local farms in India. And lo and behold, there are 30,000 farms in India. There was not a single platform which could promote them. And I think we've taken the plunge, we've taken the leadership position, trying to do that. I think now that we've accomplished that, thanks to all the partners like yourselves and the team and everybody.
So Jaljeevika, we have started with the idea there are like 7 million hectares of water body exist in India, and hardly 30-40% is used for the fish farming. And historically we have seen the inland fish production is contributing more than 70% of the entire nation's fish production. But the farmers are lacking the knowledge, the technology, the hand-holding support. So we thought let's contribute to this sector, the freshwater aquaculture system, and continue our entire journey only focusing on one sector.
For technology solution, Jaljeevika don't have any skills or resources to get in. So with the help of Amplify, we got this. Thank you for that. Our whole organization is now changing into a digital organization. We are focusing more on the technology-centric solution instead of skill-centric solution or physical-centric solution.
The motivation essentially was that, although I worked at Zomato and at other food consulting companies as well, the fact was that both me and my husband and co-founder were very clear that we wanted to be entrepreneurs, and we were interested in the food and agri space. So when we first started out, we started out as farmers ourselves. We ran our own poultry farms for a couple of years, eventually converted them into free-range poultry farms, which we still operate. And those learnings that we got by being producers ourselves is really what inspired us to set up Fresher and the private limited that it's a part of, Zoo Fresh Foods Private Limited. And I would like to believe that if we are one of those companies who don't end up burning money in making mistakes and launching version 2, version 3, version 4, because we've not had a good thought through experience, most of that credit will go to Project Amplify, because they helped us think through in the early days and avoid those cash burning mistakes. So all in all, I think it was a very good way to kickstart our journey, and I would strongly recommend it to a lot of startups. I know everybody wants to go digital these days, but they don't know how, and you'll have all these random consultants giving you advice which makes no sense. So it would be great to be a part of a program like Project Amplify, and they'll give you the direction, and then of course the rest is always history. So
Pocket Learning was founded with the mission of improving foundational learning to all low-income communities in India. Right?
Okay, I think Microsoft has been and Project Amplify have been very, very key to us scaling. Right, it knows that whatever our efforts are, we're able to find the right partners. Right, guidance. Speaking to you as well before has given us some great guidance. So I think Amplify has been very much a source of comfort for us, because we know that we can hope and dream to scale with our partners behind us.
Fluxion is a company focused on making industries water positive. We believe water, as you know, is a shared finite resource, and if we reduce water consumption in industries, you and I would be able to wear a pair of jeans that would be consuming less amount of water, and we would be able to have our indirect water footprint as less as possible. So our goal is to make industries water positive, and we have a mission to save 1 billion liters of water today, every day. Because of Project Amplify, we have realized that we have strength in terms of taking care of our tech stack, such a way that we can completely dedicate our time and efforts in solving the problem. So, like for example, we are because of Project Amplify, we are working on dependable IoT, right? So this is going to ensure that none of the data is going to be any of inaccurate. It's going to be the customers can depend on this, as dependable IoT. And even in terms of tech stack, I mean, using the PaaS platform that we have been using from Microsoft Azure, we are now able to ensure that the reliability is on top. Whether it is the reliability that you expect in any other industry, we are able to get it onto our platform. So that's another thing, right? And Accenture, on the other end, is helping us meet new potential customer who have that kind of great interest in saving water, the passion to save water. So all this has led to our multiplying the impact of our work, right? So that's how I think about Project Amplify. It is literally amplifying our story in terms of technology, in terms of, now that I'm having this meeting, I know that it is going to reach, our message is going to reach to more people. So I believe Project Amplify has really helped us to focus on our core work and not really worry about many things that can be solved using technology.